Well, here we are, another live from LM session. Have you not checked out the previous live from LM sessions? If you haven't, check out the link in the upper right-hand corner. There's our handsome video guy right now wheeling a non-LM case. So on our live from LM session, we think that this is the spot. We're gonna shoot it in the shop like this. So our first order of business is to climb up in the ceiling and shut off one of the night lights in a totally OSHA approved method.
Night.
Totally safe and OSHA approved. And just for those of you who are wondering, we have steel forklift pockets on this thing so that we can specifically lift people up. Is it OSHA approved? Heck nah.
My doctor told me if I fell from more than 15 feet, it might be a problem, but under that, it's just, put some ice on it for all the day.
LM has good health insurance. So because I'm a crazy person, when we moved into this building, I had our electricians put an L2130 on the bottom of each of our power boxes because I figured if I have 3 hots and a neutral, I can plug in whatever I want. So all of our saws, as an example, are L2120s in a delta versus a Y, so they don't need a neutral. But I figured if I had a neutral here, it will work. So this is the first time in our wood shop that we're putting a band back here. So it's pretty cool. So I can just use my LM Tour Systems L2130 power cable. So we have 3 30 amp legs to record a band over here. So, if you're putting in a power box, use a twist lock. You can make it whatever you want. So powering our quote unquote stage is our LM Tour Systems D31 distro, which takes an L2130, gives you 3 LED indicator lights, and gives you a whole bunch of Edisons on the back that we will be plugging into our world's most expensive power strip. And in case you've missed one of the more spicier videos that I've done, is you can check out this bad boy, what I like to call the world's most expensive power strip. So this guy is giving us 15 outlets in addition to true 1-outs for band power. We'll just turn that guy on, and there you go. No one will be clamoring for power strips. So just as a quick setup update, Adam and I split up for a second. He is dog sitting his sister's dog, Fitz, who is the best little puppy in the whole wide world. So he's coming back with Fitz so we can push through the night tonight because it's about 8:30 at the moment. And we still have quite some time to get everything set up. So we've basically established our little front of house system, or our little front of house area right up here. Don't worry about the precarious nature of that console case. It's more front heavy than you think. It's okay, I promise, although it looks a little scary. So this is a standard front of house setup for me. We got my network rack right here. I usually keep a headphone amp with me at front of house for these because inevitably people show up. And since there's no PA here, I need to give away, or I need to provide a way for people to listen. So I usually just take my main left-right output and put it into the headphone amp, and then that just splits it out into 6 mixes. So if you show up and you want to listen for managers or girlfriends or any of that kind of stuff, it's good. In an effort, or in a swag move, I did grab an amenities case that we had, that is our trade show case, and keep it here because we needed some tunes, and also my phone was dying. So I thought, what is a better way of making the world's most expensive phone charger and boombox than wheeling out this behemoth? And selfishly, it'll be right behind me at front of house, so I can grab a drink during the show. And just in case you're wondering, it is on a separate. Our shop is transformer isolated, so it is on a separate transformer. So if you're wondering if the refrigerator kicks on, will that mess with my console? No. So we are going to set up our lighting area over here. We have this little baby Jan's Vista console. Or it's not a Jan's, it's a Stage CL, I'm sorry. So this is where we're at so far. It is kind of cool having 3-phase power available in a building, an industrial building like this. We are running the band off of the Z-Leg. Video and lighting will be off Y, and audio is on X. Not that we're drawing really anything, but you can see my distro rack hanging out there. So this, our world's most expensive power strip 2.0 will be band power. And this is obviously audio and everything. So when I do these, I actually don't have enough electrical cable to do lighting and audio and everything because, well, I'm an audio engineer. So I do rent a cable package from our local production company that comes in this vintage LM case. It is kind of funny that the cases that they send when I rent this lighting package from them, only one is in an LM case, and this is our production company in town. So while Adam is getting Fitz the dog, I'm going to get audio relatively set up, and yeah, we'll check back in. Well, checking in. It's about 11 o'clock. And here's where we're at so far. We've got room mics. We've got some lights. We have a very sweet sleeping dog. We've got an Adam. So this is the basic vision for the stage. Stage in big air quotes. Adam is addressing lights. I have just finished setting microphones up, which I think this is going to be kind of cool. So our plan for tomorrow is to get drums in here to build them first, and then we'll basically build in everybody after that. So I've got microphones set up for drums so that when he's in there, hopefully he has a rug, we can just go. Check this out, bold move, 57 on the snare. Never saw that coming, did ya? The rack is the same rack as it always is. We're doing this on the old M32. Our snakes are labeled, which if you're not labeling your snakes, label them. But we don't have to go tomorrow with a patch sheet. So we're going to do drums in this corner. Keys are going to be over here. And then we have 2 guitars and a singer. So stage left and stage right guitar are happening over here. So here's the background of Adam's wash lights. Being a lighting man. I think this is going to be a bold move of... I'm going to put the singer on a wireless mic, so I have him on a wireless mic and a wireless pack. I just thought with the distance from the rack, because he's not playing an instrument and just singing, I thought that would be the easiest way to do it so he can move around unencumbered. So I don't know if that will be a thing tomorrow or not, but man, I don't know if I'm being extra bold by recording a wireless mic, but I think we'll be okay. So, Adam, what are you doing? You doing light stuff?
I'm about to. We have a couple more lights than we did on the last show. I just loaded up our show file from the last one, but we have a couple more.
It's still on there?
Yeah. No, on my flash.
Oh, gotcha. Any fun show files on there?
A couple more fixtures than last time, so I'm just programming those in, and then I'm going to make everything blank and make sure everything's addressed properly. I don't know. I didn't look at what show files were on here, but last time I think we had... some kind of political rally. We had a dance show. We had probably a high school graduation or something like that. All of the fun Youngstown things that pop up in these consoles.
I think, was it this one or last one that it was Youngstown Italian Fest?
We might have had that, yeah. Which we should have just loaded that shit up and used it. We had to do it from scratch. Sure, it would have been great.
I will check back in when Adam's lights are looking cool.
We're getting close.
All right, Adam, grand reveal. Here we go.
We're rolling. We're dialed in. We got everything patched in, addressed, cabled. How many hours later of throwing spaghetti on the ground here. And we're good to go. Let's run through all the fixtures. We have 12 park hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Across the back, we have 9, 10, 11, and 12. Those are 12 park hands. And then we have our, these big guys. We have one right here in front of me. To throw some color on the scene, we have one on the left. And then the really fun ones, here we go, with the 2 washes that light up our amazing equipment here. 3 on the brand new CNC machine, and 4 lighting up this crane in the back.
Big Bill will be happy that there are crane shots.
I love a gratuitous crane shot. We did this 2 sessions ago. We had a really nice feature on the crane in the front of the shop in Jared Mahone's videos, which are up and published on the LM page.
Smash that like and subscribe. Check the link in the
gotta
upper
do it.
right-hand corner.
And then the following session, I don't know why we didn't do it again. That session came out looking great, but we didn't have the gratuitous crane shot like we like, so we got to do it again with this one. We've got it going on. So let me bring everything up, and we'll see what that kind of looks like here.
Yeah, make a scene.
We got those in the back.
The ceiling is really cool looking here, actually. It looks... We were thinking that we would not do it in the shipping area like we did on the previous videos because this looks a little bit more industrial. Adam brought up a good point that I didn't really think about. The previous videos, you couldn't really tell where they were. Although there were a bunch of road cases behind them,
Right.
you couldn't really tell where they were. So
Yeah.
it does make it look really industrial. The ceiling is very cool looking, especially with the shadows. Like lighting it from underneath like that really shows a lot of depth, which is cool. And, you know, we were looking at the CNC machine and they have all these hoses. You know, these are all the dust collection vacuum hoses up here. And it's like really wild looking. It's like, you know, especially if you don't really know what you're looking at and it's kind of dimly lit in the background, we just thought it would look really cool. And kudos to Adam because he picked this spot. But having the big crane in the background is kind of cool. And for those of you who don't know, if I didn't mention this in any other videos, this factory that we currently build road cases in used to build E-track for trucks. So it was heavy steel fabrication. And so there are 3 of these cranes. This upright support right here is actually the crane can go from front to back. So you can put steel coils on trucks and pull them off. And then there are all these various lift stations for steel. So it is very visually interesting going on in here. So, Adam, what's up with this little pod of lights you have in the center?
They are currently just kind of like grouped in the middle, so they're a little out of the way. Sorry, I can't see my faders. Turn all the lights off. I can't see my grid.
I have brand new little lights in stock. If it's a 3-pin XLR light, I actually have them here. I can steal one.
Yeah, that would be helpful, actually.
Available from lmcasesonline.com.
The ones in the middle, they're just kind of clustered to be out of the way right now, but the 2 on the right and the left, those will be lighting the keyboard player and the bass player, respectively. And then the one facing towards us will be a backlight for the lead singer. And the one facing towards the back will light up the drummer and get some kind of color splash on the underside of the cymbals and the kick drum and stuff like that.
I mean, again, I'm sure my phone sensor is not doing this justice, but
And
in a single,
just give you something better to look at here.
it looks
Red, which is
really, really cool.
the hardest color for a phone camera to pick up.
Yeah, right. What did you do? Purple. Oh, a blend color. Thank you. Yeah, like look how cool that ceiling looks, just with blood red up there.
Okay, now I'm done.
So we have a huge run of confidence monitors in that we're building. We're building like 20 confidence monitors. So if you're looking at any of these random cases that are all like size, these big pullover cases, we are using them for everything. Gently. But we're using them for fill. So I think we're going to have a little bit of tchotchke case going on around there tomorrow just for general trinkets. This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's really wild. For those of you who don't know, this building was built in the 30s, we think. And a lot of these, what look like pipes, these guys right there, those are 480 3-phase delta lines that are hot, which is kind of terrifying that there's that much power just above your head. And then the really wild thing above it, if you look at these lines right here, those are called aerials, and they are uninsulated 480 in the ceiling, which is terrifying. So that is how they used to do industrial power back in the day. I was not aware of that. We moved into this building and definitely almost got very hurt. But the electrician luckily deactivated some of them. Some of them are still definitely in use. So basically what they would do is if you were putting a new machine or something like that in there, you just clamp on to this uninsulated bar that's 480 volts in the ceiling, which is pretty scary. So there's all kinds of stuff up here. Like these hoses that are up here, those are water lines to feed some type of machine. The blue line is compressed air. We put those in when we moved here, but there's a lot of like old industrial things that are up here. What we're gonna have to do tomorrow is preheat this building so that the heat doesn't kick on. That brown box in the corner right there is an infrared gas heater, and we have these all along the middle of the shop. And look, a Beyer M88 for the guitar player. So we'll check back in. Man, Adam D's lighting is looking very sweet. I really dig this. I think this is cool. So we ended up uplighting the CNC machine so that you can really see the hoses and all the stuff up in the ceiling. But the basic juxtaposition of the hoses and the crane in the background are pretty cool. Good eye, Adam. It's like you do this for a living or something.
We got something cool. I can't wait to get some actual humans in here and see what it looks like with people to look at. But for right now, the scene is pretty well set, I think.
Yeah, it is kind of weird without a band here, but
right.
I think it's gonna look real cool real fast. Just imagine a drum set upstage left, and everything is cooler.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Mandatory for every front of house rider from now on. 12-pack of beer in a road case fridge.
It looks great, but it's going to add a whole different thing to it.
We wanted to feature the shop itself more so than the cases with this one, because
What would be cool sometime to do is like have people working, like just to have people in the background just doing it, and then the band's just playing there.
that was cool.
It might look really cool, like dudes cutting stuff and just doing stuff, and they're behind them.
The thing
It's
is,
really like MTV stuff.
it's very loud in this place when it's actually
Well, yeah, obviously.
when it's actually in operation. There's
to
like
be, but-
air compression. You don't always notice that you're in the shop where
It's
the
gonna
cases
look
are
good.
built.
Yeah, I like that.
Let me get
You
the
wanna
lights
light it
on.
up? Yeah, let's see what it looks like.
Hi, Chuck.
Hey.
Ben, we patched? I don't know if anything's humming, and we haven't set any gains yet, but...
You know who is going to be behind?
Who?
The people watching the video.
Oh! Oh! God, you better take me to intensive care with that burn. Look at these video boys doing some video boy stuff with the forklift that is, again, totally OSHA approved. I'm gonna go do to them what they do to us. Look at this, totally OSHA approved.
I know, right?
I got it. Hands up. Hands up.
Hands up. Hold on, Chuck taught me a new word today. BTS. Behind the scenes.
Yes, ballers.
It took me a minute. You said that at the beginning of the day, and I was like, BTS? Oh, behind the scenes. Look, I'm a video guy now. ISO. Macros. Look at all this. Once we do line check, we'll do a formal thing when we cut everybody, but we are finally patched. And we're just waiting for video. That guy. Who's late because I didn't get him enough cables. Who's a lighting guy now?
Oh, you got me.
Who's a lighting guy now? You know what's hilarious, Ben? Your lights look sick.
Well, I appreciate it because I don't know.
You're doing great, man.
Thank you.
What's going on in video world?
We're just reviewing, seeing how everything's looking. We did have this BTS camera. My phone was up on a C-stand here and catching all of our position.
Just a C-stand away.
Just a C-stand. But
Let's look at everybody's stuff. That's this portion of the show. Look at Aaron's Oak Custom kit. A fellow Oak Custom player. And I gotta tell you guys, those of you who are sleeping on Yamaha Oak Custom drums, it turns out our drums are from the same era in the early 2000s, the 2002, 2003 era. This is a 20x17 kick. This thing crushes. It is such a good sounding kick drum with just a 91 in it. Everybody was looking at me like I was crazy when we were setting mics up. They're like, where's the other one? I'm like, you don't need another one. The 91 is fine. So these are the same drums sizes that I have. So that's, I believe, a 12x11 tom and a 14x14 floor tom. And we are doing the drums with really controversial stuff. There's a 57 on the snare, an 81 on the hi-hat, a Beta 98 on the rack tom, but I will say the cool thing we're doing is a D6 on the floor tom, which is cool. We have our 4050s as overheads, and his drum vocal is an SM7. Keys, this thing is actually kind of cool. He's got this all angled out like that. Keys are cool. He's got XLRs built in, which is a first for me. We've got his vocal, key vocal, on a Beta 87. Two guitars in this band, which is very, very cool. It's I've got them panned in our house mix, hard right and hard left, and it sounds cool. We are doing these with 421s, both amps are 421s. What's this thing? Deluxe. Pedals. We're doing another song that has an acoustic guitar on it, so we have the Piezo DI, which I rarely get to bring out. Guitar vocal is a Beyer M88. I had a SM58 wireless, but I also brought a KMS 105, and John the singer requested the KMS 105. He likes the cord, which I agree. I hate wireless things. Bass. We are taking bass with an Avalon U5 and a Beta 52 on the speaker, and bass player's got some pedals over there. Second guitar player, Zach. Is this an AC30 or an AC15? I have no idea. It is, I don't know. It's a Vox, also with a 421 pedals. Oh, this is my favorite part of the day. I forgot about this. So I have these Presonus headphone amps, and they have a 1/8 inch out. Well, Zach's in-ears are very, very short. So this is the adapter that I came up with. This is the 1/8 inch aux cable that I keep in my backpack, and that goes into a 1/8 to 1/4 adapter, an 1/8 to 1/4 coupler into a headphone extension cable that goes there. This is a 1/4 inch headphone extension cable that goes to a full-size 1/4 inch end that goes into an 1/8 inch to get him into his earbuds. And that is the only way that I could make a male to female headphone extension cable based on what I have. So, man, that's what we're up to with that. Do your thing, comment section. Just look at it. Look at it in the lights. So other than that, those boys are on pizza break right now. So this is the time where all of the production people can just review our work and make sure that everything is cool. And that's why every studio has a game room, break room, TV room. All right, we wrapped. Adam and I made I don't know if it's a good decision or a bad decision to come back on Sunday and clean everything up.
I'd say it was a good decision.
But that was another one. There was Doc Robinson. So if you haven't, if you're new to this, if you've made it to this part of the video, I'll leave a link in the description and above the corner, or above in the upper right-hand corner, somewhere over there, to check out the Live from LM playlist. I think these are very cool. You guys should check them out. They're quite interesting. And if you want to watch bands play in a Roadcase factory, that might be the playlist for you. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.